Good afternoon, everybody. This is Marilyn. I just wanted to say a quick hello and also to say thank you to NASA yesterday for such a great and wonderful tour and also a great, wonderful panel discussion for National Women's History Month. I just wanted to say that I have the word risk on my mind now because, you know, when you're thinking of NASA and all the tests that they do to help calculate risks and to help people stay safe, it's definitely a word that needs to be thought about. But also this week, it's been a theme for some of the people that I know, especially people who are starting their own businesses and talking about risks that are involved in that. So let's just talk about that for a second, because I think sometimes we confuse the word risk with the word fear. So what I mean by that is a real risk is something that you should know all the information and the details about. What happens is when people say, I'm not sure if I'm ready to take that kind of leap because it will be risky, because I don't know if I'm going to earn enough money or if it's going to be just what I think it's going to be. And I ask the question, well, what do you think it's going to be? What do you want to earn? Because if you are planning everything correctly, if you're doing things the right way, to me, that's less of a risk than just staying put and not developing who you are and what you're about. So here's what I mean. If you're saying, I'm not sure how much money I'm going to earn if I do certain things like photography, or if I want to take on my own business. If I ask you, well, do you have a business plan? And you say no. Well, then that's risky because you didn't do the research and you didn't do what it takes to get something organized to do that. So if you're going to say, this is worth it for me, and I'm not going to use the word risky as my excuse, then you're going to use the word prepared, okay? You're going to use the word research, right? Then you can say, I haven't researched it enough to make the decision I need to make, or I haven't done all the processes I need to do to answer that question to say whether it's risky or not. So risk involves a lot of detail. So when you're thinking of people who work for NASA, they're not just going to say, well, that's risky. Well, they're going to do calculations after calculations, test after test after test to make sure. And then if you still have to do it because you got to fly a plane or you got to shoot a guy to the moon and you have to do it, even though it's risky, what you have to say is that you can't eliminate 100% of risk. That's not real. So what do? You make sure that you cover all the bases, and you can only do that if you're really thinking of everything thoroughly, if you're doing what it takes, if you're asking the tough questions now before you try anything. So the real risk is not doing enough and not approaching it the right way and just making an excuse, oh, I can't do anything like that, it's too risky. So maybe you're just too scared. So hopefully it's not fear that's holding you back. And if it is, figure it out. And if you need some help, definitely ask me. I will try my hardest to help you think it through and create a good, strong plan for what it is you want to do. So that's pretty much it. You have my support, and I want you to not feel fearful. I want you to feel confident. So hopefully you're doing well. Come on out. It's not risky to try dancing, by the way, so you can always try that. And don't be fearful of trying new things. And I think that's pretty much it. So thanks again for listening. Thanks again to NASA. Thanks again to all my friends and family for all the support.